Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bobcats will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down mark. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback keeps it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. To the air, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. So Ohio's offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just Dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Cradles it at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Power football with the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Smith. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Tate. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Right back to the well. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got him in, it's Tate. No chance to run, but still a good game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Turning it on! They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Touchdown, Ohio State! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Looks like he's going to try to return. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Split backs here. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. Makes the catch right at the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. To the air, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Shakes off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. Looking for the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
To the air, it's Carpenter. Moving out of the pocket. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. He's open on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive going to the air, looking to buy time. As he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That
breaks into the open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration in front.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice.
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work.
Returner is tackled at the 44. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, a 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But
there he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
this quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
Then try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. He'll try to do it himself. Gets away from one, finds room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Here's the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. They'll run the screen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fighting off the defender. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at